He made a phone call, then vanished forever, the Jimmy Hoffa mystery. He walked out for lunch in broad daylight and was never seen again. No body, no crime scene, no answers. This is the disappearance of Jimmy Hoffa, a man powerful enough to challenge the mafia and dangerous enough to disappear without a trace. On the afternoon of July 30th, 1975, Jimmy Hoffa left his home in the Detroit suburbs for what was supposed to be a simple lunch meeting. The location, the Marcus Red Fox restaurant. The people he was meant to meet? Two men deeply connected to organized crime. Anthony Tony Jack Giacalone, a Detroit mob boss, and Anthony Tony Provenzano, a rival Teamster with mafia ties. But something went wrong. By 2:15 p.m., Hoffa was angry. He called his wife and told her he'd been stood up and was heading home. He never made it. Jimmy Hoffa wasn't just another missing person. He was the former president of the International Brotherhood of the Teamsters, one of the most powerful labor unions in American history. Brilliant, aggressive, and ruthless, Hoffa secured a historic labor contract in 1964 for over 400,000 truck drivers. But power like that came with enemies. For years, the U.S. Justice Department hunted him for alleged mafia connections. And in 1964, they finally caught him. Hoffa was convicted of jury tampering and embezzling millions from the Teamsters pension fund. He was sentenced to 13 years in federal prison. But he didn't serve them all. In 1971, President Richard Nixon commuted Hoffa's sentence with one condition. Hoffa could never again run the Teamsters. Hoffa ignored it. Behind the scenes, he was planning his return to power, and that secret lunch in 1975 was meant to mend fences between him and his underworld enemies. Instead, it may have sealed his fate. Suspects quickly emerged: Giacalone, Provenzano. But both men had ironclad alibis. Then came the witness reports. Multiple people claimed they saw Hoffa leave the restaurant in the back seat of a maroon Mercury Marquis, accompanied by 3 men. Years later, a single hair found in a car matching that description was tested. It matched Hoffa's DNA. Still, no body. In 2004, a bombshell dropped. In the book I Heard You Paint Houses, journalist Charles Brandt claimed that mafia enforcer Frank the Irishman Sheeran confessed to killing Hoffa. But many experts don't believe him. Others point to Salvatore Sally Bugs Briguglio, a known hitman for Provenzano. But Briguglio was murdered in 1978, taking whatever he knew to the grave. For decades, rumors swirled that Hoffa was buried beneath Giant Stadium in New Jersey. That theory was later debunked. Another chilling possibility remains. Investigators believe Hoffa may have been killed near the restaurant, then taken to a mob-owned garbage company, where his body was fed into an industrial cardboard shredder. 6 months later, that very business, Central Sanitation Services, burned down in a mysterious fire. An accident, or a cleanup. Jimmy Hoffa vanished nearly 50 years ago. No remains have ever been found. No one has ever been charged. And the question still hangs in the air. Did the mafia erase Jimmy Hoffa perfectly, or is the truth still buried somewhere waiting to be uncovered? If this mystery pulled you in, you're not alone. Disappearances like this happen more often than we think. Follow for more true stories where people vanish and the answers never come.